Hi, welcome back to Homeschool Life. I'm Paula, and one of the things that I love about homeschool is the community. And so that's what we're here for, is to provide a place for you to learn and grow and share and be encouraged. So be sure to leave a comment and ask any questions that you may have, and please share your experiences if you're a veteran homeschooler as well. And also, take a second to subscribe and click on that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all of our new content. Today, we're going to be talking about Masterbooks curriculum, and I'm going to just do a nice review for you. I'm going to actually flip through and show you some of the curriculum. I'm a very visual person, so it helps me to see hands-on instead of just being told about something. So to start with, I'll give you a little bit of background, okay? Masterbooks started over 45 years ago just publishing books. And then in 2012, they decided that they wanted to branch into the homeschool community, and they started creating their own curriculum. And they have done a fantastic job. I have been so excited as they've been expanding. They hired educators to write their curriculum, and they have made it so friendly to use and very inexpensive as well. And I'll get to more of that in a little bit. So they've also, along the way, they've earned the rights to publish other smaller writers' curriculum, like when they've chosen to retire or something like that. And so, for instance, Jensen's has a 4-series language arts. And so this was the vocabulary that I just grabbed to show you as an example. And so Masterbooks now is the printer of this, but also they put their Masterbooks style in it, and it is just so much easier to use for you and your students. Another one that they've done a fabulous job with is Writing Strands. Now, Writing Strands, what they have done is they have created a hybrid of Writing Strands and Reading Strands, which has been curriculum back 30 years or more ago. And again, they put it all in one so that it's easier to use, and they've made it very teacher-friendly and easy to understand for your students. So their goal at Masterbooks is to foster a love of learning and for God in your students and in your entire family. So they create curriculum for grades K through 12, and they have the core subjects of math, language arts, history, science, and then electives as well. You receive a quality education with Masterbooks. I'm very impressed for the price what you get. You also receive a biblical worldview. So if you're really looking for a curriculum that has that, Masterbooks has done a masterful job in doing that for you. It is very affordable, as I have said, and so if you're on a tighter budget, or you're just one of those people who just has maybe a large family, or you just don't want to spend a lot of money on curriculum, but you want good curriculum, good quality curriculum for your children, Masterbooks is for you. It is flexible and it is fun. They have designed it so that you get choices of subjects within courses for your children, so then you can tailor your child's education to what their current interest is, what their skill level is, what their abilities are. It is practical, okay? It is interesting for you and your children. It is very applicable to real life. You will find your kids learning something in one of their books and then seeing it in real life and saying, hey, that's just like what I just learned about. It is also Charlotte Mason inspired style of writing. So that means it's going to be more conversational style for your children, so it's easier to understand. It also has very captivating and engaging photographs and artwork and images and activities, hands-on things, so that they're involving more of their senses. And so they've just done a great job with how they have written out their curriculum. Masterbooks is designed to be ready to use, all right? It's simple, it's just open and go. You don't have to do a lot of planning. The teacher books, and I'll show you here in a little bit, they're just amazing. They've got, they're 3-hole punch, they're reproducible, they've got perforated pages, they've got your answer keys in them and your tests and quizzes if you choose to use those. They lay out, the pages are labeled very clearly. They give you supply lists. I mean, they just really have given you everything. So you just pick up a teacher's book and you just start going. And you don't have to create your own scope and sequence because they've done it for you. All right. It is very convenient, as I've said, and it is simple. It is really easy, like especially if you have students who are transitioning, say, from public and private school to homeschooling. You know, this is kind of a nice hybrid of a typical textbook that they would be using there, but it's more user-friendly and less time-consuming. And so it's really nice to give them something that they're familiar with, but it's not exactly the same. So they'll enjoy it a lot more. And also, Masterbooks includes independent study for all of your children so that they learn that at all the different grade levels as well. So what I have done here is I have gathered the 4th grade curriculum with all of the choices. So you would not do all of this for your one student. Masterbooks creates some wonderful curriculum for you and your family to use. I want to show you, have you seen this before? This is at conventions, it's very popular. It is hanging in our stores on display. So this was originally created in 1817, and I'm not going to pull the whole thing out. It goes 23 feet. It is a biblical and history of the world simultaneously color-coded. It is an amazing resource. Now you can use this just as a reference to help your children put the pieces together, or they created this teacher's guide that you can use as well to go along with it. And another thing that Masterbooks has created for many of us, this has been a staple in our homes. This is the weather book. And then of course they've expanded the fossils book, the cave book, and there's teacher's guides to go with this as well. And so again, you've just got high quality curriculum here, and it's wonderful for your kids. All right, now the next thing I want to show you is what you would typically choose if you have a 4th grade student, all right? So you're gonna have choices within your subjects. So let me move over here and I will show you for science, all right? So for 4th grade science, you might choose, if you've got a child who is really into animals, or it's just a subject that you feel is really important that they learn. So to start with, you will have this teacher's guide. And again, you're going to have all of your student worksheets, and it's just laid out just so great for you, and it's reproducible. And so with this, you would get God's Big Book of Animals, how many animals were on the ark, the complete zoo adventure, and the complete aquarium adventure as well. So these are field trips, and so this is one thing that you could use for science. Now, maybe you don't want to do that and you want to do something different. You might choose elementary anatomy, and along with this, you would get these 3 books that go with them as well. And remember, I've talked about quality of Masterbooks. So these are hardbacks. And again, you've got beautiful color pictures as well. So this just helps to pique your students' interest, and your kids will just be excited to learn through these. Now, you have yet another choice. You could choose either God's Design for Life, and here's the teacher guide, and then here's the student book, or you could choose Heaven and Earth, God's Design again. So you have 4 choices within science, and I think there's actually a few more, but I just grabbed these for you. And so again, you can tailor it to your child's interests. Now, let's go over and look at history. So for history, you would choose possibly America's Story 2 by Angela Odell. And here is your teacher guide again. And the wonderful thing about Masterbooks is all of their teacher guides follow the exact same format. So once you get used to using one of them, you automatically know how to use all of them. And so that's wonderful. If you've ever used a lot of different curriculums for your homeschool, or you've changed curriculums after a few years, you know that there's like a learning curve for you as the teacher to learn how to even use those teacher guides. Masterbooks makes it so that you don't have to do that. So again, for history, you might choose biographies of the Revolution. And again, here's the teacher guide. And then here's the student book, The Fight for Freedom. Or you would choose Timeline of the Revolution if you want to focus in on that aspect of it. And the book that goes with it, America's Struggle to Become a Nation. And again, wonderful quality, good heavy paper. One more choice for you for history is geography, elementary geography and cultures. And along with this teacher guide, you're going to use the Passport to the World and the Children's Atlas of God's World. And again, these are nice hardback books. Now for math, you would choose math lessons for a living education. And this is level 4. And also Masterbooks calls theirs levels and not grades because they understand that you have some children who might be a little below or a little above. And so you can just choose and fit in where your child is at. And because you can pick and choose these different things, like maybe you're going to use level 5 in math, but level 4 of everything else for your student. You'll know because it's your child. For language arts, you could do writing strands or language lessons for a living education. And again, this one is very Charlotte Mason style. So Masterbooks also creates things for you so that you can use different, appeal to different learning styles and teaching styles as well. Now, for your electives for 4th grade, you've got More Than Words, a Living Faith Bible curriculum, or you can do more than one. It's your homeschool, you can do what you want. Living art lessons and the 7 elements and artist journal, these go together. Or start your kids on apologetics with the Answers Books for Kids box set and the teacher guide that goes with this. So, as you can see, you have choices, and so when you pick just one from each of these things, you end up with just a stack, something like this, for all of your 4th grade curriculum. So, once again, Masterbooks is very affordable, it is high quality, it is exciting, it's simple to use, it's open and go, it's interesting and fascinating for your kids. It is, I just can't say anymore. I love Masterbooks and what they've been doing, and as they keep creating and adding on, I just get excited every time I see something new. Now, online resources for you to check out. Moms of Masterbooks on Facebook, they have a community support system there that is fabulous. You can ask questions, you will learn things. They have over 20,000 Masterbook users on there currently. They also have, Masterbooks has their own YouTube channel, and they do author interview videos, they do resource reviews, they give you tips for just general homeschooling. So that's a really good resource as well. And then as always, you can check out Mardel.com. These products and more Masterbook products, we've got those on there. And we've also got blog articles about homeschool and other lifestyle things, and we've got book reviews. We also have a Mardel YouTube channel that you can check out other videos on, and Facebook. And as always, you can shop in our stores if you have a store that is close by you. I hope that this was helpful to you. I hope this inspires and encourages you in your homeschool journey. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and enjoy your homeschool life.